Hey, what's up? Macromaster coming at ya today as part of a new series here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be going over the gear that I use in my stream setup. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, first up is the one piece of equipment that no streamer should be without: the computer. Currently, I am using an Asus ROG Zephyrus M15 gaming laptop. My laptop, unlike the one pictured here, uh, uses a Core i7 10750H processor, an NVIDIA GTX 1660 Ti graphics card, a 500 gigabyte SSD boot drive, and I added a 1 terabyte SSD for my games library. The components that I use are admittedly a little out of date compared to what's here, but for only basically $1,300, get a pretty beefy laptop, and it really will suit your needs quite well. Now for the peripherals. First up, of course, is my Red Dragon K630 60% TKL mechanical keyboard. The one I have has brown switches, whereas this one shown here uses red switches, linear reds. Um, I absolutely love this keyboard. I did change up the WASD keycaps from the default ones to this really nice gray set that's a little scooped and textured that I found on Amazon. I did this because I wanted to have both a visual as I'm looking at the keyboard and a textual feel difference between WASD and the rest of the keyboard, so that even in the dark, if I don't have the backlight running, the RGB backlighting running, I can easily feel where the WASD keys are. Um, Really nice to have, and definitely a great starter keyboard, and at a fair price too. Next up is my mouse. Given that I am running a gaming laptop and therefore USB ports are at a premium, I chose to go with the Razer Atheris wireless mouse because it does have a Bluetooth connection, which is great. It's a fairly inexpensive mouse. Not a lot of frills. There's no, well, I mean, I think there might be RGB, but I don't have it turned on. Uh, some people may say that a Bluetooth mouse is going to be terrible because of input lag, but I have had zero issues with it so far, and I absolutely love it. And if you're looking for a cheap mouse to use for your for your starter setup, this is the way to go. Next up, I want to talk about my secondary monitor. Um, a lot of people spend a lot of money on secondary monitors, $150, $200. Uh, the one I'm currently using is this Vizio 19-inch LCD flat screen HD TV. It's available here on eBay for $64.90. I found mine at Goodwill for $8. Your mileage may vary, but trust me, this, if you're all you're using your monitor, secondary monitor for is your streaming software and keeping track of your chat, your stream chat, this is a great monitor, and if you manage to find this or something similar at like Goodwill for less than $10, go for it. You will not find a better value. Next up, let me just get rid of this, is my Logitech C920X Pro HD Pro webcam. This is the webcam I use on my streaming setup. It's pretty much no frills. Oh, sorry. It's been a long day. Anyway, it's no frills. It's fairly inexpensive for a webcam. It's fairly decent quality. Honestly, though, if I had an opportunity to upgrade my webcam, I would be doing so fairly quickly. Now, I also have this webcam paired with my Logitech Lytra Beam. This is a great light beam. I absolutely love it. Here's a couple of examples of how it can be used. Let's see here. So it could be set up like that, like that. You could set it up all sorts of different ways. You can adjust it. It has different color ways that you can for the light, and it's awesome. I cannot believe I lucked out getting this thing, and I use it every single day. Plus, when you use the Logitech software between the webcam and the light beam, when the webcam turns on, the light beam turns on. So that's one less thing you have to worry about turning on when you're getting set up to start streaming. Next up is a piece of tech that is not really needed, but does make streaming a lot easier, in my opinion. And that is the Elgato Stream Deck, or more accurately, the Elgato Stream Deck mobile app. This is a nice mobile app that allows you to control your stream, lighting effects. You can even set it up to do editing, audio. It is an awesome app. I absolutely love it. It is super convenient. You have different profiles. You can add different size decks. You can have multiple pages. Super easy to use, and it is not as cheap as the it's not as inexpensive as the actual physical stream decks. It's still fairly expensive in the long run, but trust me, it is totally worth getting, in my opinion. Now what I do is I have it set running on my 9th gen 10-inch iPad. I also have a nice keyboard case for my iPad so that it's set up to look nice on my desk, and I don't have to worry about propping it up or propping up the iPad or anything. Next up is something that I would like to talk about, is the audio. And this will be a little bit longer of a segment here. With the audio, it's how your audience hears you and how you're able to hear other things going on. What I use for microphone is an Audio-Technica ATR 2100 USB microphone. This here is actually the 2100X, so a slightly newer model than what I have, but still fairly priced about the same as what I paid for mine. I use the XLR cable instead of the USB cable because I also have this paired with a Behringer Xenix 302 USB 5 input mixer. It's also a USB audio interface. I'm able to use these earbuds here, which unfortunately I could not find the original Amazon listing for, so I couldn't find it to show you guys. But trust me, I will have most of this on, I will try and have these links in the description of the video, so that you can pretty much build the almost same setup as I have. I also have, for the microphone mount, I have the shock mount here, which is perfect for keeping, too much of what I do on the desk from translating to the microphone. And I have the shock mount attached to this mic arm or boom scissor arm. It's great. It allows me to move the microphone around without too much hassle, and definitely worth it in the long run. Lastly, as far as physical equipment is concerned, I have this gaming chair and head pillow that I kind of stole from my wife. Just a bit of comfort. The green screen, which, it's hard to find the appropriate green screen. I'll try and find a link for an inexpensive one to put in the description. I also have something similar to this. The Cinema Lightbox is basically an RGB light box that you can put text on. Mine says on the air, and I usually put it set to red light so that, it's, kind of like that. It's great for letting my wife know when she comes home that if I'm streaming, that I'm on the air, and to keep things down. So that's pretty much it for the physical gear that I use. Now on to the software. So the first piece of software I use, obviously, OBS Studio. It's actually what I'm using to record this video on right now. It allows you to stream pretty much to whatever you want, whether it's streaming to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Kick, TikTok if you're lucky enough to be able to stream live to TikTok from your PC. But it's you can do fancy transitions like you've been seeing. You can record. You can you can live stream. You can have different profiles so that okay, I'm going to be live streaming to Twitch today. I'm going to be live streaming to YouTube, to Facebook. Everything that you want to live stream to, you can live stream to. It's a great piece of software, and there's so many tutorials out there that you can use to, tweak things, make things look fancy. And it's definitely a must-have if you're going to be streaming from PC. The last piece of software that I use is DaVinci Resolve. This is a free piece of software. I use the free version. There is a paid version for $295. That's kind of expensive, but it is a one-time purchase, so it does unlock quite a bit of features. But if you don't want to spend that much money, the free version, totally worth it, totally able to be totally usable without needing to spend a whole lot of money. It's pretty easy to use. In fact, here you go. This is OBS. This is how I stream my videos. You see all the information I have. I have my chat. I have all my scenes, all the sources for all my scenes. Face cam backgrounds. If I'm playing if I'm in game, let me see here. If I'm in game, I not only have the face cam backgrounds, but I also have all the games that I play all set up, ready to go. It's super, super easy to use and definitely worth downloading. If you're going to do OBS. With DaVinci Resolve, here it goes. So that was OBS. Let's take a quick look at DaVinci Resolve. Of course, I will be going further into depth with all of these. Let's just bring up the go live video from yesterday. Alright, so when you first open up DaVinci Resolve, you are brought to this screen. This is where you drop all of your elements. Then you go to what I call the editing bay. And there you go. And then once you're done making all your edits, you go to deliver, and you're able to render all of your videos. I'll go into more depth in how I do all of this next week. But for now, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what I use, both with physical gear and software. Next week, what I'll do is I'll be going over how I... let me just switch over here. Next week, I'll be going over my work flow, how I start my day, what I do each day as far as, getting a Twitch clip, editing it using DaVinci Resolve, uploading it to all of my social media. I'll go through all of that. Sorry, next week. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so that you don't miss this new series of videos that I'll be putting out. So this is Macromaster signing off. Peace out, stay frosty, and have a great week.